Welcome to Cord Cutting today for April 9th, 2019. This is the show where I give you a quick look at some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now. If you want to learn more about these stories, in the show notes down below, I'll put a link to each story so you can read about them for yourself, come up with your own opinion. If you're new here, hey, we're not in our normal studio today. We are traveling to the National Association of Broadcasters Convention, NAB, covering all the news here. I got some more videos I'll be posting throughout the day from the different meetings and show floor things we've seen today. But hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We'll be back in our studio next week, and we'll continue to help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch what you want to enjoy. Well, Roku has some big news, but before we get into that, a few quick deals. Just put together a great post today on the site breaking down all the different discount plans for Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime scores free 2-day shipping, music, movies, TV shows, I think even audiobooks now, some magazines and more. I know a lot of cord cutters love it. I subscribed to it before I was a cord cutter because I wanted the free shipping and the other features, and the movies and TV shows were a great one. Well, there's certain discounted plans out there, like a student plan, ones if you're on certain forms of government aid, you can get a discounted lower rate on your Amazon Prime subscription. Just went and put together a whole list of them. If you want to see if you qualify for any discounted Amazon Prime subscriptions, in the show notes down below, I'll put a link to that one. Also, the 55-inch Roku 4K HDR 6 Series TV, this is our pick for the best TV under $1,000, is now at a new all-time low price of just $549.99 for the 55-inch one. Now, this is not the cheapest Roku TV. You can get cheaper ones out there, but this is the one that we thought had the best picture and the best overall performance. So if you want to check out that price, I'll put a link to it down below if you've been thinking about getting a 6 Series. I believe the 65-inch is still on sale, and the 75-inch one is also on sale if you're looking to get that really big one out there. So check that out. Next up, the Roku news. Roku OS 9.1 was announced this morning. It's got a ton of features on it, and I will quickly skim over them, but full details down below. I think one of the most interesting features here is the new account link. So in the past, if you downloaded a Roku channel to your Roku player, all the ones that you had on that, all the Roku players on that Roku account would get that channel installed. Now Roku's added the ability that if you log in on ESPN or Netflix and others, it will automatically log you in across multiple devices. So if you have a Roku in the living room, bedroom, maybe a kid's playroom, you log into one Roku device, and now all those Rokus have Netflix and more. Now, I know some people are going to be saying, well, Luke, I don't want that. I don't want my kids' Roku having access to that. You can go in there and set them up on a different email address to prevent that. Very simple, easy way to go. And that way, too, you can lock it down and and block off certain things that you don't want them to have access to in their playroom, for example. But that's one of the coolest features. I really like this feature because it is annoying. ESPN seems to be the worst about this, always logging people out. About to watch a big game, you're logged out. Like, I just logged in on another Roku yesterday. Well, now if you do it on one Roku, all your Rokus will automatically sync across the devices. So pretty cool feature there. Also improved Roku voice search. You can say things like repeat to automatically replay a segment of the video. You can turn closed captioning on and off with your voice. You can even, if you're using a Roku for audio to play music, you can tell your Roku to turn off the TV screen, and it will disable the screen with a black screen and continue to play music through your speakers. If you're watching something through the Roku channel and you search for it, if it's available on the Roku channel or one of the Roku add-ons like HBO through the Roku channel, you'll be able to say, hey, watch Game of Thrones, and it will automatically start playing Game of Thrones. Instead of just bringing up a screen, it'll just start playing it, which is a pretty cool feature on there. I'm sure this will be continue to be refined going forward to be even more accurate, bring in more features. But right now, anything that's available through the Roku channel, including the premium add-ons you can pay for like HBO, will be added to that ability to just instant play when you ask for it. There's also a new section coming called Roku Offers. You're probably familiar with the feature free in the Roku store. That's all on the left-hand side of the Roku screen. Roku Offers, it will be a new area that if there is a Roku discount that you're eligible for, or maybe a sale happening, it'll pop up there and you'll be able to say, hey, I am eligible for a discount on a Roku Ultra or a Roku speakers and more. And there you can purchase it right through your Roku device and not have to go to the Roku website to get there. If there is no offers available, the Roku Offers section will not be shown. They're also adding Roku Guest Mode. Now, I reported on this some time ago. It's available in Roku 9, but it's, I guess, being updated and expanded with new features in Roku 9.1. And this allows you to have a Roku, for instance, in your guest room. And if people come over, they can set it up to say, hey, in 3 days, automatically delete this login to Netflix and so forth. So it's a kind of a cool feature, so people can come, log into all their stuff in your Roku, maybe somebody's house sitting, and when they leave, it wipes it and restores it back to the way it was before that. You can find that by going to Settings, Systems, and Guest Mode. I did report on this some time ago. I guess Roku's making this official and maybe a little bit more polished with Roku 9.1, because 9.0, and at least on the Roku TVs I've tested it, have offered this feature for a little bit now. So there you go. There's the ones, the Roku 9.1 update. It says that all Roku TVs are expected to get this, and all Roku players with the model number of 2,400 and higher will begin this update over the next few weeks. To find out if your Roku player is a 2,400 and higher model, go into Settings, System, and About. So that's 2,400. If your Roku model is above that, which is pretty much all the Premieres, all the Rokus, all the Expresses, etc., I believe, are all higher than that. And I believe even something like the Roku 3s, etc., are too. I'll have to double check that as I'm trying to get this out before I have to hit to the show floor. Anybody knows what the cutoff mark on the 2400 line is? Leave me a comment down below, and I'll add it to the comment at the pinned top of this video. So do your research, help me out here as we try to cover everything happening in the world of cord cutting as we're at the trade show. All right, so that's everything with Roku 9.1. Let me know. Are you excited about 9.1? I am very excited about the idea of logging into multiple devices just with one login on one Roku, because I do have 3 Rokus in the house, you know, in the living room, bedroom, and the kids' playroom. So that's a very cool feature for me. Let me know what you think. What's your favorite features? The voice search, guest mode? Let us know. And of course, there will be under the hood fixes, bug fixes. Roku's very notorious for announcing a bunch of stuff like this, but when the update comes out, we discover, hey, there was some things in there they didn't announce. So when 9.1 rolls out, we'll have to keep our eyes open for additional features not announced in the 9.0 update. Next up, most Philo subscribers subscribe to YouTube TV, PlayStation View, etc. So Philo yesterday during a conference talk here announced that, hey, yeah, most of our subscribers also subscribe to another service. I've already seen the comments saying, well, that just means you can't save money with cord cutting. Well, according to Fortune, the average cable TV bill in 2018, the average just TV bill, not internet, nothing else, is $107 a month. When you look at YouTube TV, which is one of the services he mentioned, and Philo, that's only $56 a month. So you're looking at a $44 savings. Now people say, well, about Netflix and everything? Well, over half of cable TV, pay TV, satellite TV subscribers do also subscribe to a Netflix. So Netflix isn't necessarily a exclusive cord cutting cost anymore. When you look at this, if you're just looking at like a live linear TV versus live linear TV, this bundle still saves you $44, and it makes sense for the people who really want a lot of channels at a discounted rate. Many people point to the fact that, hey, this is a better deal than maybe getting some of the more expensive packages on like PlayStation View or DirecTV Now for them. Now, it may not be for everybody, but for them, this is a better deal. And when you compare that to the average $107 a month, and I get it, they'll try to say, hey, promotional offers, this, that, the other thing, we can get it cheaper than that. But when you count in the fees, and you count in the taxes, and you count in the expiration of the promotional rates, the average cable subscriber is paying $107 a month. So there is a lot of room here to do stuff like this and save money. On the flip side, there are still a lot of Philo subscribers who just subscribe to Philo at $16 a month, maybe add in Netflix or a BritBox or something else for like $10, and hey, under $30, they're watching all the TV shows they want to watch, and they're very happy. Add in some free Pluto TV, the Zoom, the Roku channel, Crackle, Tubi, and more, and you have a lot of content there. So my question to you, are you a Philo subscriber that bundles Philo with another live TV service? I know I've heard from many PlayStation View and YouTube TV that do it. He talked even about Fubo TV subscribers doing that. I would love to hear from you. Do you do that? And why do you do that? Is it still a savings for you? I think, with the average cable bill being $107 a month, there seems to be a lot of money being saved there for people. Again, full details in the show notes down below. Last story of the day. Great news for cord cutters on free content. BBC shows are coming to Pluto TV. This includes classic ones classic episodes of Doctor Who. There's going to be a dedicated Doctor Who classic channel. Of course, I expect some of this stuff to be on demand also. There will also be Antique Roadshow ones on here. In total, nearly 1,000 BBC Studio series totaling shows will be added, totaling 700 hours of new programming coming to Pluto TV for free. And 300 plus episodes of Antique Roadshows, 200 plus episodes of of Doctor Who will be added to a dedicated channel, and more, including Robin Hood and many other shows coming from BBC Studios. So the great news here is one more way to watch 100% free content from the BBC. I know you can get BritBox for some of this stuff and watch it commercial free. But if you don't want to pay for BritBox, always people saying, well, you got to subscribe to all this stuff. Well, you don't have to. With BBC Studios now, you're going to get a great option to watch a lot of their content 100% free on Pluto TV. So I'll put a link to that story down below. They did not announce a date when all this would come. They just announced the deal has been struck. And this is, honestly, if you haven't checked out Pluto TV, it may be time to once again check out Pluto TV, because they are adding a ton of content over there, and now that they're owned by Viacom, hopefully a lot more content will be coming in the near future. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. I'd love to hear your opinions. Check back throughout the day. I have some other videos popping up here. I do have a sit-down chat between interview, I should say, that we were able to watch during a panel for Philo, and where they talked about everything happening with Philo right now and the future of it. I'll be uploading that later today, and probably some other videos too. So I'll see you tomorrow for our daily updates. Check back on the channel later today for more videos. Take care, everybody.